What is up, guys? This is Terminator007 bringing you the recap from the OneHive RWCS war, and as you can see, it was a close one. It was a tie score, but RWCS won by total destruction by 13/100ths%, so very close war. Just gonna kind of scroll through what they did to our bases first. I wasn't personally in this war, but yeah, so just gonna scroll through real quick on this side and then scroll through on our side, and then we'll take a look at the stats. There's a lot of coverage of this war as well through live streams, and in this video I'm just going to show our attacks, and I'm sure Jake from OneHive Raids will show theirs, so go there to check those out. We both used 80 attacks, both had 35 3 stars. It came down to the Town Hall 10s really, and at the end they were close to 3-starring some of our Town Hall 10s. Well, I guess maybe not 3-starring, they weren't all that close, but they had a lot of attacks left at least. And we'll go ahead and check out this raid on 3 first. This raid was really close. If he would have been able to get this, it wouldn't have gone to the total destruction factor. But very unique plan on this one. Personally, I think what his fault was is I personally would have queen walked the top part here to create a bit of a better funnel, because you're going to see his king kind of wanders off to the left here and it provides him nothing. The king's not going to take that hole there. The golems are, the giants are, but not the king. He has enough breadcrumbs down here to where he's going to avoid that. Luckily enough though, the queen does go in. She's going to get that air D as well as this CC kill just on the edge of that rage spell. And then he wanted to get this other air defense here, but because the king walked and he's actually going to end up outside, he's not going to be able to get it, and the queen just did not have enough left. So dropping the haste down first, because they do last long enough to where he doesn't have to worry about it. His loons aren't going to spend the whole time in there, obviously. Putting down hounds from all different angles, and then just following that in with a U-shaped pattern of these loons, and they're going to funnel in nicely to these Inferno towers, which he rages over, and then he just freezes, nice freeze on 4 of those, actually 5 of those defenses, the Inferno tower, the air defense, Tesla, Expo, as well as that sweeper, so that was nice there. And I felt like this hound up here, had it have gone to this other air defense at the bottom here, he also could have had a chance, because then it would have carried over once these loons destroyed this one onto the other one. But unfortunately it does not. That haste also, I feel like it could have been placed a little bit higher, maybe even weighted on it a little bit. But he's gonna come so close. He just didn't have enough balloons when it was all said and done. And as you saw, he's gonna end up with that 98%. So just gonna fast forward through the cleanup here. He does get his loons to go a nice direction for him, but unfortunately they did not go to where he wanted them to. They would have gone to that builder's hut. There could have been a chance. This archer was sitting down here on this, and they were both a sliver of percent away from dying. So really close. Nice job, Rob, on that base. Unfortunately, they didn't get another attempt at it either. I feel like they could have replicated that plan, just made a slight adjustment. But we did get one Town Hall 10 triple, and that was from Rob as well on K-Griff. And he's going to go at it what looks like a Queen Walk Lava Lunion on this, using that heal on the giant first till it dies, which I've seen a lot of people use. Personally, I find it tricky to get it to switch properly on time, but he does a good job of it here. That giant got up to full health, then the healer switched over to the queen, so that giant is going to die in time, and he's going to be able to continue on with this raid. 3 wall breakers there. Probably should have sent one as a test wall breaker. He probably had intentions of doing that, but you get caught up in the moment, obviously. And this is a pretty long walk here going on. Getting to that first air defense there and putting the rage on the queen to counteract that king. He's going to get into that expo here shortly, take that out, and he's already started creating a funnel over here, just putting an archer down And then he had that funnel up here to put his king in, get that CC lure, as well as take a few defenses out. That queen is going to engage the enemy queen here, and now he's free to start his lava loon portion. He unfortunately is not going to be able to get to either of these infernos with the kill squad because of how deep they are on the base, so he does have to bring 2 frees, but he's going to be able to manage with that. And this hound is just walking around at this point, is going to that archer he put up here earlier, so that queen is able to get a little bit more work done. Freeze is going down in the middle, as well as haste to back that up. Did use 1 rage on that first inferno, and then they're just going to have to use the haste for the last one, getting on top of that inferno with good timing, as well as that back end loon to counteract that wizard tower. Perfect timing on that. The queen now is stuck on that lava hound, but it is too little too late, and he's going to just clean up the rest of this base to finish off this 3-star. So Rob, great war, he almost a 6-star war as a Town Hall 10. That's just crazy. Alright, so we're going to look at 2 more attacks here, where 13, I believe, no, not 13, 9, it was on Warren. So the watermelon is attacking this one with a Queen Walk Lava Lunion, and we're just going to speed up the beginning of this attack because the Queen Walks are pretty slow. But he's going to get a pretty large portion of this base. He doesn't engage the king, and that was really good on this one. If the king would have been 1 spot over and had it taken out the queen, this raid wouldn't have worked. But he's going to be able to walk all the way from this corner up to the top here, and he's going to be able to get great value for it. So starting to make that funnel up here with a golem and a few wizards going at it now. I feel like this 1 wizard here was a little premature, but again, that's just nitpicking. I personally would have let the queen take it out, but she is thankfully going to go over, and he's using a P.E.K.K.A. in the CC. That's been sort of the new meta for Town Hall 10s, seeing a lot of P.E.K.K.A.s used because, Town Hall 9s, because a lot of people are using these quad Teslas and tri Teslas. So if you can use a P.E.K.K.A. with your kill squad instead of an extra golem, it can do a lot of damage and help you with cleanup later, as well as helping to take out the queen. See, there are no Teslas on this side of the base. He has 1 over there, and he had 1 down here we saw earlier, or maybe he didn't have 1 down there. But this was a cleanup attack, and if you can see where the Teslas are after a cleanup attack and get good value for a P.E.K.K.A., definitely try using it over a golem. I personally like it as well. So Loon's following up the hound over here, and just that sweeper is going to cause any issues, but as you can see, he has plenty of loons left. They're going to be able to power through that. He has a loon for cleanup as well, and this hound isn't even going to pop. Now it's just a matter of cleanup, and there we go, nice triple from the watermelon. So 1 more attack here, and then we'll call this a video. If you guys want to see all of the raids from OneHive and RWCS, go ahead and leave a like on this video. If I get 30 likes, I'll do it, but if not, I'm not going to spend the time to do it because not enough people want to see it. But which one were we going to see? 23. For Mr. T. And Mr. T actually had a 6-star war, but look at the timing on this attack. Less than 2 minutes to get it done, and he has a queen walk in it. So normally when you have a queen walk, it tends to be a slower attack, but he doesn't even need a full minute of the attack time. So putting some healers down on these giants, and then he's going to put 1 more healer on this queen as soon as she's damaged, and just kind of using the healers on the giants to keep them alive instead of golems. I love those wall breakers there, how he got those to go into that compartment. And then he's just using those giants to distract that hound, so his queen's going to be able to do some work. Does have to use the ability there, but that 1 healer is going to be enough because there isn't a lot of point defense down here. Healers still going in, those air defenses were pretty far into the base, so he was able to get good advantage of those. Starting to precision hog his way around the rest of the base. Still has 2 in the bag, but nothing's really targeting them right now except for that archer tower and motor. And then putting his heal spell down, he has 1 left, but as you can see, most of the defenses that could harm him are down at this point. Just a couple wizard towers, a motor, and that queen is focused on that cannon there, and that'll be that. He does have a wizard left for cleanup. He has a couple as well at the top already working on the base, and just 2 defenses to go down, and then the hogs will be able to help with the cleanup as well. So just going to speed through the rest of this here. The hogs and queen are going to be able to do a good job, and this hound never even gets to the queen, so that was nice. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, make sure you smack that like button and like and comment if you want to see all the RWCS raids as well as all the OneHive raids. I'll go through them in 2x speed if you do want to see that. If not, I don't care. It's up to you guys. But thank you for watching, and I'll be back.